Hey, this is the Flipping and Wholesaling in New York show, and I just met with somebody who said that I never say my name, so I'm going to start saying my name on these, and that is Michael Pinter. I am doing something now that I hate. I am driving to Mineola from my office to pick up a check, and I got to tell you, to me, it seems so archaic, this whole check thing. I know all these gurus love to show you their checks. Why does anyone need a check? Just wire the money. This is a closing that happened yesterday. I'm happy the deal closed. I don't know why my attorney didn't take the check, but I'm going to pick up a check. I feel like picking up a check and depositing in the bank, to me, is almost like getting a fax. It's just so inefficient. Just wire me the money, and I'm happy getting the money. So I hate picking up checks. That is one of the things today. Another thing that I want to talk about today is this deal closed, and it was a listing. And I want to talk more about people in the real estate business who are investors who believe that being licensed is a bad thing. And I got to tell you, if you go on enough appointments, you will absolutely come into contact with sellers who want to list, who are only going to list, right? If they want retail, you can't buy it from them at a discount, but you might be able to list it. So if my leads manager talks to a prospect and they say they want retail, my leads manager knows to ask, do you have somebody to list it with? Now, if they say yes, my mother, my cousin, my sister, my best friend is a realtor, and I'm going to list it with them, I may not even go on the appointment. But if they say, no, I don't have somebody to list it with, I'll go there. And very often, even if that conversation didn't take place because maybe they didn't give a price, what happens a lot is that you get there and the house is in perfect condition and they're not in a real rush. And I've said this hundreds, if not 1,000 times. Listen, there is no reason for you to sell this to me or any other investor. If you're not in a rush, this house is in great shape, you're going to leave $100,000 on the table. Why don't you just list it with me? And then I have a pitch why they should list it with me. And it works. And I've brought in a lot of money from it, and it's foolish to think. So let me talk about what some other gurus will tell you. So the other gurus will tell you, number one, that you should knock realtors. Oh, realtors suck. They're going to eat up your commission. That's a stupid way to think, because let's be honest, 9 out of 10 properties are going to get listed on MLS anyway. The second thing they'll tell you is that there's some kind of I'm trying to watch where I'm going and not get into an accident. They'll tell you there's some kind of fiduciary conflict, that if you are acting like in a fiduciary responsibility as a realtor and then you buy it at a discount, you are somehow not doing what's best for the client. And I think it's ridiculous. Never became an issue in New York ever. So it may happen in some states, but not here. So I think that that's ridiculous. And the truth is, you've got to understand, sometimes it's just not in their best interest to sell it to you, but they want to sell. So why would you let somebody else get the real estate commission? It's free money. It's just sitting out there. They call it, and also I've come into seller appointments where I thought I was going to buy the property, and the seller just says, where do I sign the listing agreement? I literally bring listing packages with me every single time that I go on a seller appointment, because sometimes they just say, let's sign. And if they say, let's sign, I'll sign and take the commission. Now, let's put a couple things in perspective. I have a dispositions manager, a great one, who is going to handle that listing and do the open houses. If you are someone who says, I do not want to deal with listings because I don't have the time, or it's too much trouble, I completely understand not taking listings. But for me, it's absolutely worth it. And I think it's a lot of money to leave on the table to say you're not doing it, even if you have to co-broke it with somebody else and take even less. Okay, we average, I don't know, $9,000 to $10,000 on our listing commission. So and that's more than average wholesale fees in a lot of cities in this country. So while we average a lot more on our wholesales, probably around $30,000, to give up, I don't know, $100,000 a year in listing commissions is crazy. So I would say everyone should be licensed. Maybe I'll do another one tomorrow about that. But I would say every person who's doing real estate investing should be licensed. There are really 3 reasons for it. I'm going to go over them tomorrow. That is what I'm going to do. Why every real estate investor should be licensed. But I'm going to pick up this commission check, and I think it's ridiculous because everybody should just wire. I don't know why anybody sends checks, uses checks. They're ridiculous. I'm not going to show a picture of the check. I think it's archaic to me. So tomorrow we will do why every person who's a real estate investor should be licensed. And this was just my thoughts sitting in the car going to pick up a check, which I think is absurd. All right, thanks. If anybody, so if you like this, please click like. The 7 ways I can help you are on top of my head. If you're on Facebook, they are below my fat chin. If you are on YouTube, and if you haven't subscribed on YouTube and you watch this on YouTube, please subscribe. And any way that I can help you, let me know. Comment if you have any requests for videos or any topics that you want me to cover. Just put it in the comments. All comments get responded to very quickly. Thank you very much.